guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you for watching. Sorry about my hair. So I watched a bunch of winter season pilots, not as many as I was planning to, but still a decent amount. And I wanted to talk to you guys about them. Also, please let me know in the comments, what you thought of any of these, and if you agree with me, disagree with me, you know, what you think the potential is. And B, if there's any I didn't check out that I should, because I'm always open to checking out new things. And you know, I know my opinions aren't perfect, so I might not like something that someone else thinks is like amazing, and that's totally fine. And this is just for fun, really. So yeah, I guess if you have similar tastes, maybe check out what I liked. So of course, first of all, we have to talk about the most exciting thing going on in winter season, according to me. And the most exciting thing going on is Attack on Titan, of course. I've been filming a reaction series. Thank you guys who have been watching that. It's been really fun, you know, having you guys follow along. Even though I just started, I know, but it's still been fun between that and Steins Gate. And don't worry, I will be posting more Steins Gate content soon as well. So much to edit, so little time and all that, you know. But man, Attack on Titan started out strong. I just finished episode 2 as of this filming, like literally the same filming. It was so good. I can't wait for episode 3. I know I might be disappointed by the ending, but right now I don't care. It's my, you know, it's one of my favorite animes of all time, and I am definitely enjoying this last season, which is great. So, oh, pilot episode, right, that's what I'm talking about. The pilot episode, I thought, of Attack on Titan was good, but if you get to episode 2 of this part 2, like, oh my god, it gets even, like, it goes, like, really good, really good. So that's my opinion of that. Obviously, I don't want to give spoilers in case someone's watching Attack on Titan. Well, let's see, should I give spoilers? I don't know. Let me know, you guys, if you want me to give spoilers on this kind of stuff, because I never know. But I'll just say that the pilot was really good. I guess we can do sort of a ranking system. So for me, this is going to be one I'm definitely watching the entire winter season, and it's one that I highly recommend to all of you. And you can even see my poster. I got a new one in the background. The other one wasn't staying up. So yay. So yeah, definitely a fan. Next, I checked out the pilot of Case Study of Vanitas. It started out a little slow, but by the end of the episode was really good. It had some action going on. Definitely very interested because, all right, now I am going to say spoilers because I have to talk about this. So I'll put little chapters. If you want to skip the Vanitas one, you haven't seen it yet, go ahead. But you know, Vanitas is always wearing those earrings, right? And they're like the little time earrings. I had always thought it was just like a cool piece, right? Like he was just being fashionable, and like I was like, wow, I would love earrings like that. I actually don't have my ears pierced, fun fact about me. And I was like, that would be really cool if I ever got my ears pierced. But anyways, so I just thought it was like fun. And then it turns out, like, he was talking about, did I travel through time in the woods? And there were like these older soldiers, and at the ending song there was like a big hourglass, like his earrings. So now I'm like, is there gonna be time travel in this show? Because I love time travel. So I'm pretty hyped about Case Study of Vanitas because they added this new element, and they already have added a new character, and you know, it's just great to see Noe and Vanitas back. So I'm definitely hyped. That's probably the one I'm second most hyped for. If you haven't seen the show, I highly recommend you check this one out. I think it's really fun. It combines so many different genres. I know some people have said, oh, people are watching it for the beautiful men style characters. And I would say if you're gonna watch a show for that, go watch Golden Kamuy. So no, that's not why I watch this show, and that's not why I watch Golden Kamuy. That's just a stupid joke on my part. But the point is, I definitely recommend checking out Case Study of Vanitas. Next, I do not know how to pronounce this. Sabikui Bisco. I was surprised by how much I enjoyed this episode. I saw it on like just randomly, and I kind of read the premise, and it was like, oh, it's like this futuristic world, and people are being killed by this like rest disease, and there's like mushrooms springing up everywhere. And I was like, that sounds so weird. And if you know me, if you get the right kind of weird, I really like a show that can be like make a really weird society, or like a really weird, I don't know, like situation. Like this is just very bizarre and I love it. Dystopian too, which is cool. And I really liked the main characters. You have like sort of a doctor main character who's really sweet and is, you know, he's kind of in like the poor district of this world, taking care of, you know, the people. I think what most people will find appealing is sort of the, there's like this group of, I'm not sure what they are, but everyone in this society is saying that they're like evil or something, and they bring mushrooms everywhere. But I have this feeling like maybe they're the good guys, but they're like kind of this vigilante group, if you will, that has mushrooms, and they pop up, and I don't really know what's going on if you can't tell, but just the way the episode was set up and the vibe was really cool of this episode. I really enjoyed it a lot. I highly recommend you check it out. I don't know what's going to happen or if it's going to be a good show, but I was really impressed with episode 1. And I have no idea how anyone else felt about it because I haven't looked, but that's how I felt. So I really enjoyed it. It was my kind of weird. This is one I'm definitely going to be watching more episodes of. Next I watched Love of Kill. Now this was one that it's the only, I think, josei anime I've seen. I've heard Yuri on Ice is josei, but is it? I don't know. So Love of Kill, yes, josei anime, which I thought was cool. I was like, I have to check it out because it's technically like, I'm the demographic. To be honest with you guys, I liked it, but I didn't love it. There were a lot of others on this list, like the ones I've mentioned and a few more, that I was more invested in than Love of Kill. I thought it was like a solid first episode. Like I'm still interested enough to keep going, but I don't know. Something about it just didn't like totally sit with me, but it seems like it's gonna be kind of like a romance, but with like bounty hunters, I think, which is kind of interesting. I don't know. I kind of was hoping there'd be a little more bounty hunting and it was really more romance. And like it was interesting. It's an interesting setup and kind of an interesting premise. Not that it's never been done before in a way, but yeah, I don't know. This one I can't say if I'm going to recommend yet. I'm going to give it some more episodes though. So it's like a mid-range, if you will. Next, I watched My Dress Up Darling. This was one I went into thinking I wasn't gonna like it, and then I actually really liked it a lot. It reminds me of Blue Period. I think I really like slice of lives that have to do with like finding your passion or being yourself. You know, like this guy likes making dolls and I think creating like fashion stuff, and I think that's really cool that he's so passionate about it. And I like that it covered, you know, like, hey, like, yeah, some people might not accept you for who you are, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't be yourself. And like, even in the first episode, it seemed to me like it was saying like, some people will accept you for who you are. You will find those people out there. And that message always gets to me. I love it. And I thought the animation was beautiful. There was a little bit of like fan service that I could have done without, but honestly, it wasn't anything like horrible. So yeah, and it was a seinen, which I didn't know. I've noticed that I think seinen tends to be my favorite anime genre. I think because they don't make very much josei, and so I kind of tend to like the stuff that's made for older people, but not always. Like I love like I keep saying Attack on Titan. That's a not a shoujo. It's a shonen, right? And I love that. And I've loved some shoujo too. Which, speaking of, that's the next thing I'm going to talk about. Requiem of the Rose King. I watched the pilot episode for that. this is a shoujo, which was interesting to me. I don't know what's going on totally, but it's about King Richard. Now, I've told you guys before, I also am kind of a nerd when it comes to English, like British history, and no, I have no British ancestry or anything like that. I just love it. So like I read a lot of Philippa Gregory, and no, it's not fully accurate, but it's fun. So I also have watched, a lot of her like shows and stuff that they've adapted on Stars. And the Stars covers, if you guys are interested in this, the War of the Roses, like I've talked about before, which Game of Thrones was inspired by. So it's a very dramatic time. Anyways, this show, Requiem of the Rose King, also covers the War of the Roses, but it covers Richard from a very young age. I'm not sure if I should I guess you guys probably could know this context. It seems like the show thinks that you would. Also, it's inspired by a Shakespeare play. I guess some people don't like Shakespeare. I love Shakespeare. Shakespeare's great. I haven't read this play, but I have read some of the others. And when I was like 15, I absolutely loved Romeo and Juliet. Take that for that what you will. I guess I like the tragedies. I think this might be another one of his tragedies, though I'm not sure. But I can tell you that history tells us Richard's story is very dramatic. He allegedly, we don't know, basically took his own nephews to the tower and might have killed them so he could be king. Pretty messed up. Anyways, but the story, the anime, I thought was another one that was kind of just okay, kind of like Love of Kill. I enjoyed parts of it. Like I thought Richard's like story was kind of interesting, and some of the liberties they took were interesting, and the art style was interesting, but I feel like they didn't invest enough time or money into the project. Like you can see a lot of times when the animation isn't fully it feels like it's not fully animated, if that makes sense. And it feels like they took shortcuts, but I don't know. Obviously, I'm no expert. It's just how it felt to me. Yeah, I thought it was interesting though. So it's another one I'm gonna give more episodes. Then I watched Orient. This is a shonen. It had some like, I'm very hit or miss with shonen, especially if it kind of follows the formulaic thing. Orient was interesting because it kind of followed the formulaic thing, I feel like, but it had a really interesting first episode, and I don't want to give it away but like there's like a twist in it, and I was like, oh, like I wasn't expecting it to go like that. And I thought kind of the setup was really cool. So I don't know. This was one that I'd put with like Love of Kill and Requiem of the Rose King, where I enjoyed it. There were elements I enjoyed. The animation was a lot better, by the way, than Requiem of the Rose King. But I'm not sure yet. I'm definitely interested though, and I'm definitely going to give it a few more episodes. I technically didn't see the new episode of Ranking of Kings yet, but I just had to mention it in here since it's in the winter season. I just want to let you guys know, if you haven't watched it yet, please check it out. I have a video with no spoilers, or I'll tell you if there's any spoilers, but I have a video about Ranking of Kings if you want to check that out and learn more about what it's about, but it's so good. And then the last thing I watched was Tokyo 24th Ward. This is the only one I watched that I couldn't get through the episode. And it was weird because I thought, okay, this seems like something up my alley. It's a sci-fi, like it has kind of a cool sounding premise, like the animation has kind of a cool vibe. But no, I found the episode boring. I don't know. Am I crazy? Did anyone else feel this way? Or was it just me? I don't think I'm gonna give it another episode, but if someone tells me it's really good, like going forward, I don't know if there's a manga or not, but if it ends up being really good going forward, a bunch of people are like, wow, I'll give it another shot, but otherwise I think I'm gonna drop it. And what I've noticed about me, you guys, is I will usually give a couple different shows a couple episodes and then drop a lot of them, so we'll see. But I can pretty much guarantee you that Attack on Titan, Case Study of Vanitas, and Ranking of Kings will be here through the whole season. There's other ones like Sabikui Bisco that seem really, really, really promising to me, but it's hard to tell off one episode. Yeah, there was some more I wanted to check out. Like okay, I have to confess, I don't really like isekai, okay? The only one I've ever liked, no, there's two I've liked. I like ReZero a lot, and I liked Saint's Magic Powers Omnipotent. I thought that was like really cute. But I don't know, so many of them just kind of have like the power thing, dynamic fantasy thing, and I don't really have that, so it's just not very relatable or interesting to me. But I thought it was kind of funny that they have ones where the guy turns into a girl, and I was like, I wonder if it's accurate at all, or if it's like just what a guy thinks being a girl is like, you know? So I might check one of those out just to, like, out of curiosity. I don't know. But yeah, let me know if you guys think there's anything I didn't check out that I should, or just what you thought. Should I give Tokyo 24th Ward another chance? Because it seemed promising, but I don't know. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you in the next video.